Hey you guys, how are you? I hope everything is well. I hope I don't have to go through too many pauses in this video, but I decided to come in and talk to you guys today and just really get out and vent. I don't usually do venting videos. I usually don't do them at all. But I decided to do a venting video today. The reason being is because there's a lot going on, and I want to kind of speak for some of the folks that may be feeling the same way, but they don't know how to vent or they don't know what to do first. So I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to every person out there right now that is super stressed with every inflation, with every price going up, with every egg price going up, with every milk price going up, with not being able to afford your bills, with not being able to pay for things. I am feeling what you're feeling. I understand you with a million other Americans, with a million other Europeans, with a million other people around the world that are just as angry, halfway confused, but not really confused. We know why this is going on. We know why this is happening. But it's still baffling that our governments are allowing this to happen, knowing that it's just a trickle effect and we're all just going downhill little by little. And as we go down into this deep hole of recession, and as we get closer to a deep Great Depression, and we drive closer into World War III, the government still has not yet gave a full green light warning, clear green light warning to every single human being watching the news every day to say, you know what, get ready now. It irks me. It irks me that they're not saying get ready now, when I can see that even my pockets are being destroyed, and I'm so humble. If you guys watch all of my videos, you guys can see where I've came from. I came from so far of just giving away my clothes and just becoming humble and doing less of everything in order just to make sure that we could buy the land and we could get by and that my family could have the things that we have. And that's where I've came from. And I'm still going through the struggles, and that's why I share these stories on the YouTube. I might not put out my social security number and my credit card information, obviously, right? That'll just be a fool. God didn't make me a fool. God provided me with wisdom, and I'll make sure I use my wisdom wisely. But I'm very transparent, and I let folks know, like, hey, listen, I'm just as human as you, man. Like, I'm going through stuff right now. But my stuff might not be as heavy as somebody else's stuff. Okay, my stuff might be minor compared to somebody else's stuff. That's why I always tell people all the time, that's my famous saying, there's somebody else doing worse than you, so we shall not complain, right? But it's okay to vent, because sometimes if you keep it all in too, that's not good. You end up blowing up on somebody. We don't want to do that. But I just want to sympathize with you watching this video, that you know that you're not the only person in this, this major rage struggle. And then you look around you and then you say, wow, you really are by yourself. Unless you have family. When I mean by family, I'm talking about your immediate right around you. So whether or not you're a woman and it's you, your husband, your kids, and your dog, whether or not it's you, your dog, whether or not it's you, your wife, your son, whatever the case may be, you can have 2 to your family. You can have 3 to your family. You can have 10 million to your family. Whatever the case may be, your little circle right now that you live with, the people that you live with, the people that you associate with all the time, the people that you have to make sure that you feed every day. Bear with me, y'all. All right, sorry you guys about that. I had to catch a customer. It's... And I'm just talking to the customer too. Like, he's like, well, I get my own eggs, so I don't even have to buy no eggs. But last week, eggs was at $2.60 something. Now eggs is at $3.29. I mean, thank God that we bought our land when we did. Now all we have to do is cut down this tree, throw some gravel down, go ahead and park our RV on it. because things are about to hit the fan. I also, this is not no promotion or anything like that, but I also want you guys to check out landcentral.com. That's where I got our land from. Landcentral.com. You can even do it on payments. I would suggest you guys go check it out. Landcentral.com. They're great. You can land yourself a piece of land today. You got $100 in your account, or you got $200. You could get yourself a piece of land today and now. In the next 15 minutes, you can get it today. No credit checks, no down payment, nothing of that sort. And if you want to call it a down payment or your first payment, you're talking about $100 and something. Us, we bought our stuff out cash because it was cheap enough at the time in order to buy it cash. But you can do yours on payments. But anyways, moving forward, you want to get yourself some land because you need something to fall back on. If we didn't have our land, we will be feeling hopeless right now. But we don't feel hopeless right now. And me personally, I just feel a little bit stressed, maybe because hours are being all cut at the wrong time. Even though, granted, tax season is coming right in. It's December 11th, so of course I'm gonna start receiving W-2s and stuff at the end of the month. Tax season rolling around, so it's gonna be a good tax season. So I'm not really too worried about the funds part of it. Tax season is gonna be a good, decent season. It's coming around. But still, though, to go right into the Christmas holidays and hours getting cut at work because there's a food shortage of supplies, there's a shortage of customers coming in. So that makes us not be able to work the full amount of hours because everything's in short supply, short customers, no business, no hours. It's all a trickling effect. And I know that you that's watching this video right now are probably going through the same thing or know somebody who's been through the same thing. It's just, it sucks. It sucks, but you know what? There's somebody in the world that's doing worse, so I shall not complain. Shall not complain as much, right? But we could still vent. You guys just keep your head up and stay focused and know that the good Lord has a plan for all of us. I'm playing with my hair, you guys. Know that the good Lord has a plan for all of us and that he works in mysterious ways. And as long as we keep ourselves humble, he will take care of us no matter what. Whether or not we like it or not, he's going to take care of us. And as long as we trust in him, he's going to take care of us and make sure that we are all right in the end. That I promise. That I know. Because my Bible tells me so. And we are believers who truly believe in what the Bible tells us. And we go by the understanding of the Lord only. Not by our own understanding, because if not, our own understanding doesn't allow us to be picked up. Versus when we go by the understanding of the Lord, it's like he picks us up with his knowledge. That's what picks me up in order to be able to do these videos with you all, is by going by the understanding of the Lord. And I use the understanding of the Lord and the wisdom of the Lord in order to project that upon myself. Use that as my own self-advice. So then when I come on here with you guys, even though I vent with you guys, I'm also able to use that in the back of my head. Like, you know what? I'm tripping. What am I tripping off of? What am I tripping? The good Lord knows what he's doing. He's just testing the waters a little bit to see how much strength we have in him, right? And how much rocky roads we're willing to go over and still believe that he's standing right behind us as we go over those rocky roads and as we bump our heads, right? Amen. So, it's hard, y'all. It's hard out here for a lot of folks, and all we could do is pray for folks and pray that everybody gets better. But, you know, you really start to realize who has your back and who doesn't when things get hard. You really start to realize it. You really, really start to realize who has your back. You start to see who turns on you and who doesn't. You start to see who can stab you in the back and who doesn't. who's going to pick up your pieces and who's not. Even though you're not supposed to expect for people to pick up your pieces, but you start to see. You start to see who turns their back on you at the last minute. You know, you start to see a lot of things. I'm telling you, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and you'll start to see some things, and you'll start to see people who you thought turned on you, not turned on you. People who you thought wouldn't help you, turn out to help you. People who you thought would have helped you or would be most likely to help you, end up not being most likely to help you. Man, I've learned some stuff, man. I've learned some stuff in the past year that can only help me in my future life. And I hope I look back on these YouTube videos and say, wow, I remember exactly how I felt when I recorded that. And look at me now. I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I was able to motivate somebody that day. Even though I vented, I was able to motivate somebody that day. It's tough. It's so tough that it just makes me think sometimes, like, oh man, thank God we did it the way we did it. Because it just would have been worse if we didn't. So right about now, we're just trying to get everything situated again. We got a little comfortable here where we work and where we camp, and all good things come to a little end. Not everything lasts good for a long time. So a lot of things come to an end and some things don't. So it's all about getting ourselves situated right now, getting ready to get our tree cut down, get some gravel